All right, problem 1C, a little bit trickier than the other ones, but not too bad. Notice we have sine squared theta and cosine theta. Let's try and write this using only one trig function. To do that, you're going to need to think about the Pythagorean identity. Cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1, best equation in the world. Let's solve this for sine squared theta so then we can substitute in with cosine and have this entire function written only with one trig function. So to do that, just subtract cosine on both sides. Sine squared theta equals 1 minus cosine squared theta. And now we can substitute into our equation 1 minus 2, substitute in for sine squared theta, 1 minus cosine squared theta, close your parentheses, plus cosine theta, still equals 0. And now go ahead and distribute that negative 2. 1 minus 2 plus 2 cosine squared theta plus cosine theta equals 0. And now just rewrite this and simplify it. Sorry, that should be a positive. 2 cosine squared theta plus cosine theta, and then we have 1 minus 2 is minus 1 equals 0. And now we want to factor this. So just think of it like 2x squared plus x minus 1 equals 0. Well, how would you factor that? Because you're going to factor this trig function the same exact way. 2x there and an x there. We have a constant term of negative 1, so we got to have 1's over here. Now it's just a matter of figuring out if it's positive or negative. Well, look at your middle term. Middle term x is a positive 1, so if we make that positive and that negative, you can check this in your mind. 2x times x is 2x squared, 2x times 1 is 2x, and negative 1 times x is negative x, so that's where you get that positive x, and then we get negative 1 times 1 is negative 1, so we're good. And now we can, like I said, factor this trig function the same exact way. 2 cosine, I'm sorry, boop. I don't think I'm fully awake yet. 2 cosine theta minus 1 times cosine theta plus 1 equals 0. And now we just have classic zero product property that says if you have two things multiplied together and they equal 0, either one of them 0, the other one is 0, or they're both 0. And so now we just have to set each of our factors equal to 0 and figure out what our solutions are. 2 cosine theta minus 1 equals 0, so we can solve that for cosine. Cosine theta equals 1/2. And now you're asking yourself, again, just draw yourself a little unit circle. When is the value of cosine 1/2? Well, remember cosine is our x values. So that's happening there and there, which is pi over 3. And also, and again, that's like pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3, 5 pi over 3. So we got two of our answers now, and we need to find the other two, so we set our other factor equal to 0. Well, cosine theta plus 1 equals 0. Cosine theta equals negative 1. And again, you're just asking yourself, when is cosine negative 1? Well, that's got to happen right there at pi. It's the only time that cosine is going to be negative 1. So we have our three solutions, pi, pi over 3, and 5 pi over 3, and we're done.